You can see that the possession percentage, it's a reflection of the technical quality of the Moroccan team. But you look at the total shots that Mali were able to get 5 shots because of the transition play, how they are able to enter their final third with a quick reverse from defense to attack. But Morocco did well to score a very good goal with run-off play, so it puts them in a good driving seat. Less pressure, they can be able to keep possession much better and then stay calm and try to control the game. With Mali, they keep on digging hard, created a couple of chances. They even scored on a dead ball situation. It was just offside, but it's still an open game and still going to be interesting second half.
And speaking about Mali and how they've come into this game, you look at this opportunity coming in the 3rd minute. Diarra to Traore could have been the opener here.
Yeah, that was a very good cross, take on, skillful player. I think we are going to national ball like on the ground because the players of Morocco they need our own goal a beautiful because goalkeeper Nasser show her opportunity ukatile engele and unfortunately she released the ball early and then it was just over the head and then Diarra didn't connect it very well, but you can see it's a very good game.
And you could see from a Morocco point of view that Jiraidi was itching for a goal. Of course, she had one in the opening game against Zambia. Here in the 4th minute, she gets a good chance at goal, is not able to sink it though.
Yeah, they've been consistent with their short corners, trying to create overloads, play shots, surprise the opposition, and how they are creating chances. Look at the finish. The composure, their quality of the technique, how they are technically balanced, playing with both right and left. So they kept on creating problems for the Malian defense in this first half of the match.
And in the 4th minute, the player that plays for Al Ahly out in Saudi Arabia, she's not able to find the back of the net, but comes quite close. 3 minutes later, though, she plays for Al Ahly out in Saudi Arabia. She's not able to find the back of the net, but comes quite close. 3 minutes later, though, she is able to find her 2nd goal of this edition of the WAFCON tournament.
Yeah. You look at look at the move. So Morocco are actually in attack, but look at the collective attack, a well-timed cross from Ozraoui, but also look at the run that Uraidi is making, you know. So for me, it's the numbers that they are putting, no pressure to close the player on the ball. So it's late reaction from a defensive point of view, yeah, Mali defender. But like Coach Anna was stating that maybe the goalkeeper was a little bit off her line very early. She could have stayed a bit and give her fellow defender a chance to try and put pressure on the ball. But on the Moroccan side, it was a good collective attack, good technique, well-timed cross, hard and low, and a good finish from Uraidu, number 9.
Yeah, and I think Mali defense lacked speed because that cross, that ball, it was just a switch play. Then when you look at Sogoro and Conte, they were supposed to drop back instead of trying to cover. And then remember, they're playing against a smart player, right, number 9. So she was so smart or athlete just behind, blind side. So if you're a center back, you need to be smart and say, okay, I scan, I look, and then I'll dictate, whoever say, coach, you mark V, then I'll cover the space. So it's not happening. This is another, challenge throughout the tournament. Most of the goals they score, how check out the defense. They don't have somebody who's marshalling the defense in all the national teams.
Let's look at the next opportunity then we see the host nation having just before the halftime break. This is Ozraoui getting an opportunity. This time Karantau comes out, is more decisive.
Yeah, so Fusiwe, Morocco, look at the chance that was created. Brave goalkeeping, but also from the Malian goalkeeper, but I could sense that there's probably a foul as well, but maybe the referee was a little bit closer. Probably she saw it much better, but it is Morocco's intention to actually try to get 2 goals or 3 goals because they are mindful that come second half, their energy levels are going to drop and maybe Mali could be able to get an equalizer. So they are looking to get 2 or 3 goals so that they can be able to make sure that they are close to winning the match. But I'm very impressed with how Mali tried so hard to make sure that they don't concede more than 1 goal. Because like we were saying, Coach Anna Hore, the game is still open. You know, just make sure you concede one, and then you go to halftime, plan, and regroup, and then try to come much better second half.
Coach Aya, I know you're a coach that likes to speak to your players, tell them, keep calm, you're only a goal down. But in this moment, we see Dembele getting a little bit heated and ends up getting a yellow card, which could have been avoided. Let's speak to this moment here.
I think Dembele wanted to play a very quick counter-attack throw in. Unfortunately, the distance more bolo it was in good thing. It's already a few steps. And then that's when our referee, I know you can't go back. Then Yana, because of the emotions, then she dropped that ball. And then, yes, for the referee, you use your own, law 18. Yellow, whenever you use a loss of the game. Then you can say, next time, it will for your locati if you do that again. Because Samatomo, they're one goal down. They're not leading. So, always that time high. I see the opposition. So the referee sometimes you need to understand the game and say, yes, she's trying or at least either counter-attack or by equalizer. But she's also wasting her own time because Iberaka against her and not the opposition. So why you give her that yellow card? And it's in her half, not in the attacking opponent. So that's another story.
So she's working against herself, but basically there Dembele getting a yellow card just before the halftime game. Emotional intelligence not quite coming through in the manner we would have expected. I guess that's careful. After the break, we take a look at what changes can be made by Coach Mohammed as well as Coach Jorge Owayugena in Morocco.
This is the top